Girls for sure probably finger better.
Probably. One time I went to a brothel in Tijuana.
Subscribe to the podcast, KFC Radio on YouTube.
Bang.
Are you gonna go to KFC Radio? Have you met them before?
No, who's KFC?
Exactly.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
So you have to keep the energy up. I mean, try not to fall
Are
asleep.
they funny or hot or anything?
One of them's hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other one has Halloween parties and no one shows up to them.
You gotta ask them about that. Now the studio is a little bit tacky because they don't really make any money for us. But if you get in there, just try and pretend to be, you know,
Stay engaged.
stay engaged.
They're gonna try to make it about themselves the whole time. They're gonna try to make you drink Whistle Pig whiskey, but it's actually like.
Yeah, that was a strong knock.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Well,
Oh, it's you. That was you?
She doesn't feel
What
safe.
a powerful knock that was.
What are you, her handler?
Yeah,
What is this? What's up, Allie?
The hot one's behind
Kevin.
the thing.
How you doing?
I go, that hot? I go, one of them's hot. I go, which one? I said, the one behind.
What is that? She asked if it was me, though. That's a good thing.
Wait, I wasn't even mentioned in this.
I'm so sorry about your party.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk
Get
about
out.
it.
I was in
Get
tears.
your connections out. Get out. Be
No one
gone.
came. Everyone the fuck out of here.
Be gone. Goodbye.
Bye.
These bitches.
From one group of gays to the next.
Yeah, pretty much. They took our title of the gayest show at Barstool.
How are you guys?
Good.
What's
How are
cracking,
you?
dude?
Good.
I like
are
that
you?
shirt.
Thank you. Thanks.
If I invited you to a Halloween party this weekend,
I
would
would
you-
have been.
You would have come, yeah?
Yeah, I wish I
Liar.
was in town.
Yeah, no one came. It's okay.
Why?
It's
Why do you
alright.
think that is? do
Um,
you think you not? Do you think you don't have like fun party vibes?
No.
I disagree. I think I have probably the funnest
Oh, yeah,
party
no,
vibes
I'm
of
saying
anyone.
you-
Like,
I heard it was
have
on
a
a
good party vibe.
Friday though, which
Is
might
that-
have been too early into the
Oh, for
Halloween.
Halloween.
all right,
See, this is the problem. I celebrated Halloween 5 fucking times this year. Halloween's not a week.
No.
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 I mean, I was doing it a totally different way, like not a party way, but like I don't want to have to put the costume on 50 fucking times.
Yeah.
I also think
Pick a day and do
Friday
it.
people are very last minute, so no one probably had their like costume ready.
I
I'm
bought.
trying to make
trying
any
hard.
Allie,
excuse.
I bought
appreciate it,
costumes
but-
for everybody.
Wait,
I-
that's
It's the
sad. That's
sad-
desperate. That's something I would do though. I relate so
How
hard.
much money do you think you spent total on decorations?
I already heard.
Oh, you heard this?
I already heard. it.
These
It's
motherfuckers
too
are
much.
stealing our
You're so-
material.
Not only do you not come to my party, you steal my whole fucking thing. God damn.
He bought everything, and then today I saw you say you bought little trophies.
I
for
bought
people.
trophies to give to everybody.
See, this was
Do you have a
your first
girlfriend?
attempt.
No.
No.
Oh, so you were all
He's just
alone.
pathetic,
You had to
yeah.
go to bed alone that night.
Yeah, no, he's just
Did
pathetic.
you?
I did.
Who
I
were
did.
the 5 that showed up?
Your new best friend.
Tommy Smokes.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna know him.
Yeah. They're all people who work here. I don't have
Okay.
any friends who don't work here.
Whoa. Wait, so did you move here for Barstool?
Yeah.
Okay, from where?
From Boston.
Okay.
But it's been like 6 years.
Seven.
It's not
Oh, wow.
like
7
But
years.
this
It's not-
does
it's not
feel
like-
kind of culty.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
very much so.
Super big time calls.
Because you guys,
We actually just spent a whole episode making fun of Texas A&M, and like it's like A&M and then us.
Yeah,
as
we're
far
cult
as
for
cults go.
sure.
yeah.
But,
Because you guys have to,
I don't
like-
want to be a cult.
Yeah.
It's just like it happened. Sorry.
But you guys have to like work here during the day, right?
Kind of.
It seems like people are here during the day, and I'm like,
And then they all
why?
just go home. They live together. They go
Yeah,
home. They go out
that's-
together. It's
yeah.
crazy.
You
They
gotta
see each
have
other
some
all
kind of-
like 24 hours a day.
What other things are you interested in? Maybe we
Ooh.
need to get you into some kind of like a hobby.
That's a great question.
What do you think?
And boy, would I love to be able to answer it. It is actually one of the scenes in television I relate to the most is when not Andy Bernard. What's fucking Chris
Chris
Pratt's character in Parks and Rec?
Whatever. Yeah.
When he's just staring at a window, he's like, "I don't have any passion. I don't like anything anymore. This is the worst." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And,
No,
and
that's
he's
just getting
describing
old.
depression, and
But it's also I don't even know. I mean, yeah, yes, it's depression, but it's also like I think it happens usually like in your late 20s where you kind of realize that like. You know, I remember being like, all I do is I go to work. This is before I worked here. I had a regular job. I go to work.
What was your regular job?
I worked as an accountant at Deloitte and
Ooh.
Touche. So I went
Do
to
you
work.
do your own taxes?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I wasn't good at it. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
But I would just go to work and then I would like go to happy hour and drink and then like go out to dinner that I can't afford and like maybe go on a couple dates and hopefully get laid and then just and do it over and over and over again. And you realize like that's just it, you know? And I mean, we got lucky enough to do something cool like this, but if you don't fall like ass backwards into something, you're just kind of like, this
That's
is
why
it.
people are so. That's why like normie ass people are so stoked for the weekend. That's why thank God it's Friday is a thing
Right.
because it's literally like every day is the same, and they're like, well, at least I get to get blacked out this weekend.
Yeah, like I mean,
got
At
that
least I
to
get
look forward
to
to.
leave this planet.
Did you
Like,
ever have
I get a
that?
little taste of suicide.
Yeah.
did you
A little
Like-
teaser.
a little like preview?
Just a little sip. Coffee's a little hot, but
2-minute preview. I'm not gonna watch the movie, just the trailer.
what would it be like to be gone from here forever?
Did you ever have like a thank God it's Friday in your life?
No.
No, yeah, you
No.
never, because you worked
No.
here like from the jump.
Yeah.
The,
I started
like,
here when I was,
like
like,
looking
21.
looking forward to 5 o'clock and then looking forward to Friday. It's some dreary shit.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
some,
yeah.
It's some like, oh man, this sucks.
It is.
But there's
it
also
is-
something like it's grass is always greener, because there's something kind of cool about just being like, fuck this place. I'm just gonna like sit here until a certain time, or I'm just gonna sit here until
Oh,
a certain
yeah,
day and then
absolutely.
collect my check and like fuck you. You know?
Yeah, as long as you're doing a job, even if you hate it, that makes you enough money to be able to like enjoy your weekend.
You have to. You're unless you're very, very, very lucky or super, super talented, you're not really gonna be like happy at work. So you
No.
just got to make sure outside of work is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So spend your money and do all the stupid shit, but also that kind of runs. That's where I think it's cool if you have a hobby or a talent or something like that, where it's like, what do you do? And it's like, I play in a band with my friends or some shit like that. If you don't have that, you're just like, I don't do anything.
Yeah, I used to look down at my parents because I'd be like, these old ass losers, they have no interest. They do not like, they have no hobbies. And now as I'm getting older, I'm like, oh, it's
Oh,
like,
right.
it's rare to
yeah,
have.
yeah. It's incredibly,
But it's
rare.
also so easy to have a hobby. Like you could just hop into some intramural
You're- no, you know,
sport.
No,
It-
see,
it-
no,
no,
because like
it's-
I'm not interested in that.
That's the thing. Anybody can have a hobby.
What about knitting?
Having an interest or being interested in your hobby is the problem.
And by the way, I've tried. I remember when I started drawing.
Oh, no.
He's actually a decent drawer.
Yeah, but that's an isolated activity.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do an hour a day. I've done.
An
dude,
hour of drawing is so much drawing.
If you draw one picture, it takes a lot longer than you think.
Oh, really? Okay.
I would do. I went through a phase. I had an hour of drawing. I had a phase where I was going to learn the ukulele.
Yeah, see, these
Learn
are all
Spanish.
solitary. I'm trying to get you a hobby to meet
Social.
friends.
Oh,
Outside of
I actually,
this.
that's a video series I wanted to start
Yeah.
called Wanted Adult Friends.
Ooh.
And I was going to go do like adult hobbies.
The problem
And guess
is
what? I
those-
just didn't have interest in that.
Wow.
You're talking to like, you're really trying to crack this case here. That
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like we could put the best in the business on this case, and they'd be like, I don't know, just go.
Are you on antidepressants?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
when I remember to take them.
Yeah.
That's not how those work,
I'm
John.
also on anti-inflammatories when I remember to take them.
Oh, I think I just got to the age where I'm starting to get some
Heartburn.
acid reflux.
Oh, get the
heartburn.
omeprazole,
That's-
girl.
That is.
Oh.
He's on such a heavy dose of it.
Really?
That they said, be careful. This level of dosage will lead to dementia.
No.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think
Still
you would
takes
enjoy
it.
dementia, though.
Yeah, maybe
You
just
seem
the
like the
answer.
type of person who
Wake
might
up every
like
day
that.
and like you're wiped clean.
Yeah,
Clean
like-
slate. I don't know. Where am I?
What's today? How are we feeling today? Not to. All right, let's
All right,
go.
yeah.
Is that maybe like a redhead thing? Like, do you think that might genetically
First of all, I have blonde
be-
hair, but
No one's ever said that.
Just him.
What does it
Just
say on
him.
your driver's license?
dude, this is blonde ass hair, dog.
No, it's definitely like orangey red.
It's not even red.
cute.
It's bright
You
orange.
have also a little
Well,
bit.
that's not true. Either.
Yeah. All right, so you're colorblind. That's cool.
Yeah.
But
on my license it says blonde. Because I fill it out myself. It's also why it
of
says
course,
I'm
that's why it
6'2".
says I'm. My license says I'm 89 pounds. Yeah. No, it says like 120, which is what every woman's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's going to
Yeah.
a pound above that.
But fuck, what was I gonna?
The
Maybe
hop-
the acid reflux.
Oh.
Is that like a redheaded thing?
Why would that be a thing?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
I think
You
it's
like-
more of a my diet is a piece of shit
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, I think. I
Yeah.
don't think it has to do with hair color. think
I
it's to
fell
do with
asleep
the-
in bed last night with pad thai. So
Ooh,
that's where we're at.
That
Yummy.
I didn't know that one until right now.
I didn't tell you intentionally until microphones were in
That
front of
is
us.
that is low. I can understand the falling asleep with candy or like a treat because I.
It wasn't in my mouth. It was just next to me.
I pray to God it wasn't in your mouth, you bag of shit. But pad thai is like a whole.
Whole thing.
Whole thing?
Yeah.
Did you get, like,
I also
noodles and
misspoke.
shit
It's
all
lo
over?
mein, not pad thai.
Oh,
Ah.
part. Well, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Did
Jesus
you
Christ.
you ate it in bed?
Yeah.
And are you worried about the sauce getting on the sheets or anything?
Clearly.
or-
Well, I don't think he
No.
is.
Allie, I promise you, I'm not worried about that.
So what do you think of John? What's your first impressions of John?
Which one's the hot one?
Slim Pickens, huh?
No, you guys are both attractive in your own way. I think you guys got something to offer. Just to someone.
To someone.
Yeah, to someone.
It's not you.
There's
What's your
some-
type?
Like something like this.
Really?
Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah, normally something a little quirky, you know. There's something a little goofy about him.
Something like this.
Quirky and goofy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
Something like
Yeah,
the guy
my
who's not
boyfriend,
on.
he's like my boyfriend, he stands like it's so hard.
For those listening, she did one of these little like
Yeah, he kinda-
arm cross,
he
like
kinda
holding a
stand-
cigarette toward a.
He has a very feminine, like goofy stance. Like
Hot.
it pisses me off, but it's so goofy. He'll like his feet go out like this. He's one of those people.
Uh-huh.
When
I
he's
have that a little
standing,
bit.
he looks like a little ballerina.
Oh, they
And
go
when
like
he
all the
walks-
way, like horizontal.
Oh yeah.
Because
then
I
when
kind of
he
have a little
walks-
like angle.
Yeah, when he walks, it's all angled and
Tough.
pointed out. It's so goofy.
Yeah.
And then when he holds a cup, he'll kind of do one of these.
Pinky out with
Oh
the
yeah,
arm
pinky
folded.
out. He
Yeah.
just does these
Oh,
like.
so
Pinky
he's
out's
sassy.
classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
class.
Well, that's like you do that, you're better than everybody
he doesn't
else.
even realize it, and it's
Yeah.
so funny. I'm
Is
trying
he, like affluent?
No, not at all.
affluent?
Not at all. No.
But he just kind of has
He
that.
just kind of has this like weird
Yeah.
little feminine, feminine quality.
Hot, real
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, I like the little. I like the
Hey,
soft.
Pabs, how you feeling over there?
I don't know how to take this at all.
Soft ones.
I got called out the other day for how I stand, but when I'm always standing, I stand like this. I do the Umarell pose.
Yeah, you put your hands by your back a lot.
I'm a big like old man, hands behind my back kind of dude.
I like
Yeah.
the hands behind the back.
Yeah.
I get awkward a little bit if I have nothing in my hands.
do with your
and
hands, yeah.
when
So I grab something. Yeah.
yeah, you got to hold on to something because when your hands are to your side, I just feel like an NPC or something. I'm just a little bit too like aware of being a human. You're just like
Yeah.
stand for too
Be
long.
normal,
you're like,
be
oh,
normal, be
God,
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
like to do
have
maybe-
the duck feet a little bit,
yeah.
and it's when you take a. I don't think most people really recognize, except for her over here.
Yeah.
But I
I'm
think, but when you
staring.
take a picture, and if your legs are out, like your knees kind of go in, and you just become like, it's the worst. I have to like completely. It feels to me when I take a picture, I'm like, put your feet like in, and it
you
feels.
have to consciously think that.
If I like close my eyes and do it, and put my feet like straight, and you ask me like how far in do you think my feet are? Like I think that my feet are like pointing at each other, and then I
They're
look
just
down
straight.
and they're just straight.
You
crazy.
do like the equivalent of girls like sucking it in for a photo.
Yes,
Yours
yes,
is like gotta
yes.
keep my feet straight.
Yep, that's it. Like skis, just put them out there, man.
Yeah.
It's because otherwise you just look like. It's
I
the
noticed
worst.
myself in the reflection as I was walking over here, and my neck sticks out
Yeah, that's a
so
tough one, too.
much,
You gotta-
and that looks disgusting.
You know what else? I have like if I'm sitting, let's say I'm like sitting. I don't know if I'm just sitting kind of forward. Like I realize how much my shoulders need to go back to really be standing. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not just like, oh, I need to stand upright. It's like I need to like lift my whole body up. That's how bad I am.
Yeah.
The human body is
Posture is
amazing. It's also a piece of shit.
It's
Like
garbage.
it can create life. It can create brain stems and all this kind of shit just in
But
your
also
belly.
can't stand upright.
And then also just like I wake up
Every day.
and it's just like you slept wrong last night, so now you hurt.
Your body laid in a different position.
Well, I
I'm not
realized,
gonna walk
I
today.
realized something fucked up. I sleep on my stomach with one of my legs lifted up.
What?
You know, like
this kinda, like-
yeah, with my knee
Okay.
up,
Yeah, that makes sense.
kind of like a
With your knee up.
yeah, like you know how
Like this. Imagine if I was laying flat, but I was just like this. Right?
yeah, it looks like a marking of a dead body.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant up. Like
No.
okay,
Just
okay.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
I
got
lay
you.
like
Chalk lines, yeah.
that, which isn't good for you. And I got a scan of my back. Like I got an x-ray and my spine is literally curving
I bet.
because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
But do you guys believe in the chiropractor? I know it's a very controversial.
I don't not believe in it. I'm just scared to do it.
I think
I've never done it
I
before.
think if you go to a real chiropractor and you go consistently, there's nothing not real about it. But they're
Yeah.
also not. They're not going to like fix your wildly injured body.
Sure.
But if it's like we're trying to get your muscles out of spasm and we're trying to align a couple things, like that's what they do.
You gotta get it. We gotta get a chiropractor in here.
So we do.
a video
We
or
did.
something.
So I went to this guy. I'm so pissed about this. I went to this guy because I love that shit. I love cracking and all that shit.
I'm just worried they'll break my neck.
No, they won't. It's the
won't.
best. And I went to him, and he was great. And then he was like, come back. And I was like, I just never have time. I'm always a last minute thing or a cancel or an interview, whatever. So and then I did go. I posted about it, and a bunch of people from here went. And so now he's like, I have 8 Barstool clients. So he's like, why don't I come to your office? And that way you guys he knows what he's doing. He's smart.
Yeah.
And he came the other day, and I didn't know.
He came the other day?
Yes.
He didn't
And
even
everybody
tell
was,
you?
I think he did DM me, and I think I did forget. But like the day of, he didn't tell me. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, somebody said like, all right, I'm going to go. I'm going to go upstairs and get like adjusted. And I was like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, Tom's here. And I was like, this motherfucker.
Like,
I was like,
"That's
I'm
my
the one
guy."
who said, no, you give me your time
Oh,
slot.
yeah, that
I
would piss me
love
off.
that shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I just like being touched.
Well, okay.
See, I don't like that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You don't like massages?
Okay.
Nope.
Oh no.
That's
You opened up
insane.
another
Nope, I don't
weird
like-
door. This is because he's gotten one. I get massages and chiropractic shit all the time. I
Yeah,
love all
yeah.
this shit, right? He went and he calls me gay and weird. He thinks I'm a strange person because of
I
it.
don't call you gay because of it.
Well, I might add that in there. Yeah. But I know you think that massages are a little bit gay because of your experience. Because he went on one on a family vacation
Oh, and you got touched?
in
Yeah.
his belly button.
He fingered my belly.
They
Where was the family vacation?
Portugal.
Yeah.
And but listen, the whole family went like kind of like I'm at 10 o'clock and you're at 11
How old
o'clock.
were you?
How old am I now? I'm probably about 30.
Oh,
Yeah, it was later in life.
An
Yeah.
adult
Busted.
belly
It was-
button.
yeah, it was very recently.
Afterwards, his dad was like, oh man, like that felt great. How was yours? And he was like, the belly button thing kind of weirded me out. And his dad was like, what are you talking about? Like the belly button thing. That didn't happen to me. So like this guy picked him out and was like,
That's so. Do you think that's a redhead thing? That's so weird.
Yeah, it was real.
but it's
I
kind of
have-
flattering, I think.
I guess a little bit.
But that's not that bad. I mean, it's.
Could be
I'm not.
worse.
I don't want to victim blame or anything. But yeah, that doesn't.
Actually, I
it's
kind of
weird.
disagree. Have you ever pushed the wall
Yeah,
of your belly button?
it's really.
I don't know
fucked
about
up.
what happens to girls, but guys get a weird feeling in their dick. from-
Yeah.
You almost have to pee,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that at all.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well, I used to be like, I'll get a massage from a guy, I'll get a massage from a girl, I don't care. But then with guys, I get very on edge now because I had one where I was like, this feels a little bit questionable.
Like getting too close.
And it probably was normal, but because he was a dude, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all men are fucking pigs, disgusting. They all want sex. I was like, I don't like this. Now I only have women touch me. And even
if
when
I was a chick, I
a
would
woman
totally
could
only-
finger me, and I'd be like, that was a great massage. She really knows what she's doing.
She hit all the spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they there's really no equivalent for the happy ending. And I think that kind of sucks for
I
girls.
know. I've always.
Would you do that if
I
a girl?
would do it, but I'm also like very prude. So part of me thinks I would, but then I'd probably chicken out.
Yeah.
But I did go.
Would you want that to be a guy or a girl?
No, a girl.
A girl.
Yeah. Women just have even like a more nurturing feel. So even if I was getting like fingered by a woman,
Girls for sure probably finger better.
it probably. One time I went to a brothel in Tijuana, and
All good stories.
yeah. And my guy friends, I went with them. It was Ari Manis and Jamar Neighbors, and they were like, "We're gonna get a girl. If we get a girl, will you get a girl?" And I was like, "Anything for my boys," you know.
We're talking about
And-
massages or
no,
fucking.
fucking. And so I'm like, I've hooked up with women in the past, but I've never gone to a brothel and paid for. The nice thing to any ladies out there, if you want to go to a brothel and sleep with a woman, they will give you a discount.
Oh, it's
Wow.
like being a
They don't have to
goalie.
take
It was like
advocate
half
for it.
off. Yeah, it was great. But the girl, she's
It's a little
like,
demeaning. I'll pay full price.
yeah. It was nice though because
Doing charity work here.
she didn't know what to do, and I was like, I don't know what to do either.
You guys just chit chat.
And then she just kind of like spit on my pussy and was like just kind of touching it, and like it felt like she was cleaning it. Like there was like
wax on,
something. She's
wax
like,
off.
yeah, just kind of rubbing it
Did you
around. No, not
No,
at all.
not even
No,
close.
not even close. It was more for like the experience of
Yeah.
it. But I would do it again.
How long does it last then if you don't come?
Honestly, it just felt. It was like.
You wait for the guys. Like, you guys done yet?
Yeah. There was some like they were playing like there was a TV in the room, but it wasn't on any particular channel. And then like there was like top 40 hits. There was no DJ, so the music wasn't being curated. It was just top 40 hits. So it's like
you went to a
Adele's
fucking
Hello.
whorehouse in Tijuana expecting a curated playlist?
I don't know. I thought there'd be some DJ. It was like Adele's Hello playing in the background while I'm getting my pussy spat on. So I would say it lasted for the entirety of the song "Hello" at least.
Wow, you at least got that. You and
Yeah.
Adele will always have that together.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I feel like if you're a guy and you get a hooker in Tijuana, you're pretty concerned about the cleanliness of the situation.
I don't think so. I think
No?
the guys who I was with, who I think
never
have
done this,
frequented this place, a lot of times they have to this is their like primary source of income,
Sure.
so they take it very seriously.
Okay,
and
well,
are getting
I'm imagining you
tested
can
a
go to
bunch.
like, yeah, I'm sure there's. I'm picturing one that's like on a dirt road that's just like pay me $5 and I'll fuck you. So this was like a legitimate spot.
Yeah, there's definitely
Okay.
some of them that seem a little more grimy than others.
Yeah. So
There's-
like, were you were like they were attractive and it was like clean
well,
and all that? Were you like this
that's
is cool?
the other funny thing about it is like my guy friends who I was with, they were like, "Oh my god, like there's so many girls here, like I'll take that one or that one or that one," and then I'm looking around and I'm like, what? Like I had such a hard time finding like a hot one to hook up with, and then I had this entire like moral dilemma afterwards where I was like, am I a bad person? And I'm like trying to justify it. I'm like, it's their job. I'm paying them for a service.
I haven't done that, but at a strip club where you're like, I don't want a lap dance from you. You know, you feel like you're at like the market, like picking out, you know, like apples or something. You're like testing them out. It's definitely a weird experience.
Yeah.
But as a girl, I think you could do like whatever you want. And they'd be like, you're cool. They have seen so much worse from like dumb, drunk asshole men.
Yeah.
That like anything you would do there, they'd probably be like, you're a good girl.
Yeah, it's so wild though. I get like so prude in those. Like I went to a strip
It doesn't
club
sound like you're that prude.
Yeah.
Sounds like you let a Mexican girl spit on your pussy.
it's
I don't know if
like-
you know what prude means.
It's more about like being like I'm always down for an experience,
Mhm.
but like when I go to a strip club or something, I get that's when I start doing the hands behind the back because
The
I'm like I
morale
don't know
move,
what
yeah.
to do.
Right.
Everyone's so like comfortable with their sexuality there, and I just get very like watch from afar.
What I do at strip clubs is I put my pants really far apart,
Makes a wall.
so it makes a wall,
Pants wall.
like so they can't get
Oh,
to my
uh-huh.
dick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Why?
Because like I don't want them to feel my soft dick, and like I don't get hard from a lap dance.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I don't want.
It's
this.
really.
I think they're probably
protecting
fine
them.
with that.
They're
don't think
they're
so.
probably fine with it. I imagine.
I don't know.
right?
I feel like if you're, wouldn't you? If you're,
I guess
gonna,
it's
if you're
like
gonna
a
be
comic and you're not getting a laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
a
Like, if you're
stripper,
gonna
you
be
kinda
here,
wanna get the boner.
I'm sitting here, I'm dancing, I'm working my quads, I'm
Right.
going to work. And
Yeah,
you don't even have a hard
I don't
dick.
want them
Yeah.
to feel bad about themselves. I'm like, you guys are doing great. It's just I've had 17 whiskeys tonight, and
it ain't happening.
this is not gonna happen tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
The so back to this this session in the brothel. How does it end? Like you were just like okie dokie. Like
Yeah,
that's enough
I
spit.
think-
Like Adele's over.
I think it
Good to
just
go?
ended, and then I looked for my friends. We all met up, and then we got street tacos after
yeah.
our indoor tacos.
Sounds like a great night.
And then we went back home. But there was another time I went down with one of my same friends, Ari, and we went to this other brothel that wasn't as good. And my friend Ari says the craziest shit. We like go in, we're sitting at a booth, we're looking around, not a lot of hot people around, and this woman sits at our booth and she has braces.
Oh no.
And that has nothing to do with the story, but I feel like it does paint a picture.
It definitely has something to do with the
Absolutely
story.
paints
And
a
my friend
picture.
Ari,
For
he
sure.
just goes, "So how many kids do you have?"
Oh Jesus.
And so now she's showing me photos of
Oh,
the kid, and I'm like,
no.
"Oh, how cute!" It was that one. I was like, "Oh,
That's the
me."
last thing I want
Yeah.
from my hooker. I'll tell you
But
what.
I actually am. I'm proud of her that she's got braces now.
Yeah,
Because like
Yeah.
if things are going well,
that's that Cardi B shit. Get my
Right.
teeth fixed,
Yeah.
and it's on.
Yeah.
Wait till I get my teeth
I'm,
fixed.
I'm
It's over
towards
for
the
you
top
hoes.
of the prostitute game.
Yeah.
In where were you?
Tijuana.
In Tijuana.
Yeah.
I got braces now.
You know what? That's a good perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
Like
that
it'd be
brings
way
hope.
worse if she just had rocks for
Just
teeth.
fucked up teeth.
She's like,
yeah, that's
I'm
true.
doing this to get braces one day. Well, guess what? She's achieved her
She
dream.
got I want to go back. I need to see
The
her
body
journey. Yeah, I want to see the teeth.
Yeah.
I want to see. If
I mean,
her kids.
teeth is the number one thing on a person. I think you have if you have bad teeth, you have to do whatever it takes to fix them.
Yeah, I had braces for like 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I had to wear headgear at night, but I never wore them.
Did you have one that went like this, or like I just
It
had a
was
band?
neck gear,
Okay,
yeah.
me too.
Yeah, I had
that
it
I
for-
never
Neck gear
wore.
too?
Oh,
I never wore it, bro.
Yeah,
I had like
it
everything.
hurt.
Yeah, well, how
And
the
it was
fuck are you supposed to
annoying.
lay on
You
a
have-
pillow?
Yes.
I used to try to hook the pillow in between the bar and my cheek.
Oh
you know?
wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because I have to sleep on my back because I'm just an old bag of bones. But I used to lay on my stomach, and you can't do that with a headgear.
How did you start laying on your back? I really want to. But
I have I've had surgery on my neck and my back and stuff, so it just like I had to. If I lay on my stomach, I'm in like an intense amount of pain.
I want to get like
but I used to not feel. Yeah, that helps. I'd actually do that.
Yeah,
so
they seem comfy.
You do what?
Nothing. Never mind.
Pregnancy pillow.
Yeah.
Wait, you have a pregnancy pillow?
No. No, I do not,
dude.
That was
you have a pregnancy pillow?
She said something else. She said she has a weighted blanket. I said that's what I have.
Dude, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That's incredible. I'm not even making fun of you. That's incredible.
It's like a C.
It's like a huge.
It's like almost an O, but it's still a C. But it almost like touches. So you just kind of lay in this little fucking thing.
It just cocoons you. You're wrapped up. And you can't move.
I'll tell you what. You know what?
It's like what widows get when their husband dies.
Yeah,
like,
man.
This feels like it's cuddling me.
I'll tell you what it's like. It's like what pregnant women get when they're fucking pregnant. That's what it's like. But it's comfy as shit. And I just lay in it. And that, for some reason, stops or helps.
Yeah, I want to get one of those.
Because I used to just like stare at the fucking ceiling. Laying on your back is the worst.
Yeah.
But it's actually it's the best for you.
Is it really?
I think so. I think it's like
for your spine.
Yeah, laying on your stomach is like the worst thing you can do.
And it ages you because you lay on your face.
Yeah, sure. My face is beautiful, you ugly fuck.
I use face moisturizer. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it just like hand lotion?
It is. No.
She's hitting all the Feidelberg like hits right now. He didn't wash his face for 30 straight years.
That's pretty common.
Yeah, but I started.
It's always people who don't wash their face who have the nicest skin. It's so annoying.
You're playing into his hands.
You are really playing into my hand.
Everything John does
it's almost
great.
like we exchanged text before you got
Yeah,
it.
it's just bullshit.
Yeah, I feel like guys who don't wash their face have the best skin. I have a conspiracy. As soon as I started washing my face is when I got acne.
And that's how big acne gets you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I would agree with that. I feel the same about lip balm.
That's
see, guys have a weird thing with lip balm.
No, it's yes, it's mostly guys, but there are people in general that believe like it. You get addicted to it and you need it more. And
well, like chapstick brand chapstick classically makes your lips more chapped. That's
This is
like
what I'm
a
saying,
pretty
yeah.
fun fact.
I didn't know that, but I also don't use that because I'm not trash.
But if you use like an Aquaphor or something.
What about like the little blue pot? You know, like the Carmex, I think it is.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, I love that one.
I don't like that.
Why don't you like that?
I don't know. I don't trust it.
You trust Aquaphor?
Yeah,
Fuck
Aquaphor.
that.
It's just jelly.
Well, so's the little thing I'm talking about.
I don't trust Carmex.
What about just straight up Vaseline? Like, just
yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it on there.
Hell yeah.
But then guys get so weird. They're like, but then my lips are shiny. It's like,
I don't care about that. These guys are. All
yeah,
like,
I don't care about that
If I
at all.
use it, then like my body will like need it all the time. I'm like, I don't know, man. When my lips get chapped, I put it on, and then they're not chapped anymore. You fucking weirdos.
You know what I do is it actually happened this weekend. My lips got real chapped, and what I did was
You
I
just sit there and lick it like a fucking fifth grader. So
No.
you have big red lips.
I just ripped the skin off.
Oh, I love doing that. Mine just bleed constantly.
What?
I'm always ripping my lip skin off. Do you bite it and
I took
eat
a
it?
whole.
Do you eat it? I eat
Sometimes
it.
I'll eat it
Yeah.
too.
I was actually just doing that a second ago, like this.
Yeah.
But to rip it off and eat
Like
it is
Oh,
just
yeah.
full, like
Well,
full
because I
layer
rip
of
it with
lips.
my teeth and then it falls into my mouth, and I'm
Well,
like,
then,
well, it's
yeah,
already
once
in
it's in
there.
my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
At that point, you might as well just give it a little. But to rip it off is absolutely vile and
Yeah.
disgusting.
Like-
Did you used to be a scab eater? Would you eat your scabs when you were little?
Heavens, no! Oh my god, did you do that?
No.
well, don't
Yeah.
act like you're that far above that. If you're
It was
Yeah.
it's in my mouth. If
Don't
I take it,
shame me.
if I had to take it off my knee and put it in my mouth, no.
You would eat like
Yeah, I used to peel off my scabs in elementary
like is
school
it like
and eat them.
crunchy?
Bro,
Yeah, it's all
what,
crunchy.
dude?
Oh,
It's all
That's
soggy.
really really gross.
Okay, whatever.
Have you ever?
I have a
bite your-
boyfriend. He doesn't care.
I have a boyfriend who stands very feminine.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. Did you ever bite your toenails?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
I've done that.
I never.
With
The
your
only reason
mouth?
You haven't done that.
With your mouth.
What else would I bite?
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I want to make
Bite
sure
it with
we were
my
definitely
ears?
on the same page. Yeah, I love picking my toenails.
The only reason you don't is because you can't.
I can't.
If you could get your
How
toes to your mouth,
flexible
you would
are
do
you?
that shit.
Let's see.
Not
Lift your
at
leg up
all
as far
flexible.
as we can get it.
Wait, lift it up.
I used to be able to pretzel. I don't think I can do it
Over
anymore.
the back?
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, like he can't even get there.
Okay, that's pretty good though.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
She,
yeah.
You think so?
Listeners at home, she has very low standards. That's not very good at all.
But also like, I would bite. I mean, if I couldn't get to my toenails, I'd bite my regular nails. I don't bite my nails either.
Oh.
I've never been a nail biter.
Mr. Fancy.
I just used fucking clippers.
If I
human.
had one fucking wish, it would be to not be a nail biter.
Yeah.
Or to
That's
have
how I
good
get
nails.
acrylics. Because I literally cannot with these.
I think I would choose from those two. I think I would just.
Well, that's the nice part. Once it gets to the end and they start kind of falling off, then you can peel them off, and that's really satisfying. But I at least have like 4 weeks of no.
I
biting.
try. I clip like crazy, and I put lotions on and all that shit, and my nails just get.
Did you ever put like the poison on it?
Yes,
You did?
No. So my problem now is
But
I don't.
The flavor
I don't
of that
bite
isn't
anymore.
that bad.
Oh, the one I got was
Really?
like it was like smelling salt almost. It was like
interesting.
it was like very very vile. My problem now is not that I bite anymore. I don't bite. I bite a little bit. I used to chew like crazy when I was like a kid. Now I just clip like almost too much. I overclip.
You
And I'm
clip.
like-
You. I mean, you
I'm
got like what 3 pairs of clippers in this room?
like I cannot have my nails be long, or if I have like a little thing hanging off. But then I'm like, oh, I got to get that one. Oh, I got to get that one. All of a sudden, I'm like hurting myself.
Oh, see, I'm the exact opposite. I have long nails right now, and I'm like, I'll get it tomorrow.
Oh, I could never.
Right?
They don't look long.
No, those are good. You got
Yeah.
good nails. You got great cuticles.
They're
You know what the
shiny,
problem is? My
too.
cuticles.
You got
And
a
the
nice
nails are
shine.
fine. It's the cuticles.
You
Yeah,
want to know why I
I
have
love
great
the
cuticles? Because I don't
cuticles.
fucking bite them all the time, bro.
I know. I don't bite them either, though. I just clip them and
Yeah.
try to moisturize them and shit. Is that a tat on there? A little eyeball or something?
Yeah. This is my first tattoo. I got it on Friday the 13th.
Wow. How old
I
are you?
looked up celebrity tattoos. I saw Miley Cyrus had it, and I
Fuck
said,
yeah.
that works.
Super original.
Yeah. And then all of my other tattoo scents have just been last minute looking up celebrity tattoo on
Really?
images.
Who
Yeah.
else have you copied?
I think Harry Styles or what, and then another One Direction member. I think Louis Tomlinson.
You have a Louis.
You have
One Direction
multiple
tattoo?
One
he
Direction.
has Louis Tomlinson has a coffee cup. And with like steaming coffee, and so I got that right here. And then I
Is he in
think
the same place as him?
no, I think his might be in a different place.
That's almost weirder.
And then Harry Styles has a butterfly. A lot of people have
Well,
butterflies,
butterfly, yeah.
but
Harry has not claimed ownership.
you
of
know, I just
butterflies.
look at it for inspo. I'm like, what could I get? So,
So you- how
I have
many
a
tattoos do you
butterfly
have?
here, maybe like 11.
You have
or
11
12.
tattoos and none of them are original.
I have a smiley face on my butt. I didn't look that up from anyone.
A
so that
smiley
one's-
face,
Smiley
like full
face.
face, or just like the emoji?
Full face.
Full face.
And it's like way too thick. Like the person who did it had a heavy hand, so it's just like a very thick smiley face on my butt.
Is it colored in like yellow?
No,
or is
no,
it-
no color,
So
Just
just
black
like
and
dot
white.
dot smiley and a circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like very large lines.
Mm.
Then I got a
Is it exposed? Like if you're in like the
yeah. If I wear a
bathing
bathing
it's
suit,
out.
yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Which one's your favorite?
I want to say none.
None. Yeah.
I wanna
That's
say
I think that's a
none.
typical answer for tattoo people.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
crazy
them.
to me. I hear that so often. Just like I don't like any of my tattoos.
I was tweeting it the other night. I was watching the Jake Paul fight, and I was like, Jake Paul, for a rich guy, for a guy who's been rich almost his entire
Terrible
life,
Yeah.
That's right.
has a pretty bad run of tattoos.
Well,
And
see,
so
that's what happens when you start getting them young. You have to kind of follow the trend of whatever your first few are.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're young and you're getting them, your first few are going to be dog shit. You're not going to know what kind of style
I mean,
you
to be
want.
honest, it's so hard unless you are like getting like a art, like a fucking true tattoo artist. You
Yeah.
know, all these tattoos are gonna fucking suck.
But
you know?
they're actually like I've often compared it to 'cause I have a couple tattoos myself, and I often compare it to like losing your virginity, where like the first one you're like it has to mean something,
yeah.
and then after that you're like do
Well, no,
whatever you
see-
want to me.
see,
I
you
don't.
have-
I have no
Very
respect for
true.
myself.
But your tattoos are like that. Like I can get down with your tattoos where it's like it's a Sour Patch Kid and it's my Sad Boy logo. It's like whatever, you know. It's the people who are like I have a flaming raven on my. It's like you thought about this really hard.
Yeah.
And like it's from a piece of art or a book or something, and it sucks.
Right.
If you're just like, yeah, man, one time, you know, my buddy Nick fucking drew one on, my, you know, whatever. It's like, okay, that's funny. But it's like you thought that this like double-headed dragon was like the one.
I
yeah.
want to
That's
get
it?
tattoo removal.
You're gonna do that tattoo removal?
Yeah, I want to. Just because it feels like getting a tattoo. You know, there's some pain involved. You're like going in for a service.
Yeah. But in the end, you're less inked up.
Yeah.
Does it gets? I feel like the ones I've seen, it's almost like why even bother though? Because you almost have like a scar. from
I
it.
know. That's
Is it? Has it gotten better than that?
I
don't
think it's
know.
better now. It takes a long time.
Yeah,
Like
you
if
gotta,
you
like,
watch
do, like,
the
100
new
sessions, right?
Always Sunny season, like
Uh-huh.
you can see Mac's tattoos fading. and
interesting.
it's because he's getting them taken off.
Interesting.
I think right now it's something along the lines of like 10 sessions,
And I'm sure
of
that's
a-
not cheap either.
and I heard it's way more painful.
Painful.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm sure they're
find
just like
getting tattoos
burning
painful.
They're just like we're gonna
but-
slowly burn your flesh off over the course of 10 sessions.
I know. I
until you-
love those videos.
I don't know why I haven't seen those.
I
Do you
love
watch
the
like
videos.
Power washing
popping
porn?
and stuff?
Yeah.
Ugh,
I love
I've never
cleaning.
maybe I'll be on a new thing, tattoo removal.
Yeah, I like tattoo removal. I like the zits.
Yeah.
I like the people who clean up hoarders' homes for free. Those
Ew.
are so
What
good.
kind of animal would do that?
Oh, I don't
For
an
free.
Angel, yeah.
I get like why you do it for money, but why would you do it for free?
because this person she
You're
has
like
a big
literally
heart.
saving a life.
Yeah.
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 I just recently moved and I was like, I'm not a hoarder. And then I packed up and I was like, I think I'm a hoarder.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not like, like these people like literally can't walk around their house. It's not like
Yeah.
that. But like the amount of just shit that I acquired over like 5 years, I would pack like 10 boxes and the room would look exactly the same. Like I didn't even put a dent
See, but
in
then
it.
the difference is, did you get emotional when you got rid of anything?
No, by the end of it, I was throwing away like perfectly good, awesome.
Yeah,
things. I was
see,
like, this
you're
is brand
fine.
new. Get fucking rid of it.
I have a friend I was just talking to. She was like, we were talking about cleaning out her closet and like getting rid of stuff. And she was saying that when her friend came over to help her clean out her closet, she was like
Crying.
getting like she couldn't let it go.
Well,
and I'm
'cause
like,
it-
oh, that's like a real.
Yeah, I mean, on a very surface level, there were things like I would find a T-shirt that like we made here at Barstool, or I wore like a T-shirt we wore on Comedy Central. That's on
Yeah,
TV, and I kept that. Like little sentimental things.
Of course.
But the problem is some of these people assign sentiment to like.
Yeah, no,
every
this was
single
like
thing
a
in here.
random dress from like Target. And
Yeah,
she was
you're
like,
like,
I can't get rid of
Yeah,
that.
that's like you're crazy.
Yeah.
something's wrong. That's crazy.
It's so wild.
Yeah, no, there's something so much deeper than that. Like
Yeah, I don't-
when you see it, people on TV when they watch the TV, they're like, "How do you let it get like this?" Or when you're like 600 pounds,
Yeah.
and it's like
oh,
they
that
didn't,
one
they
I
didn't
understand.
fucking like. Yeah, it's like
when
they,
I watch
they
my
have a problem.
600-pound life, I'm like, I see
I
you.
could do this.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I could just sit here and eat until
I will be
it's too late.
shocked if I don't gain 600 pounds. I'm like trying to
You'll
be skinny right now.
689 by the end of your
Oh
life.
yeah, but I watch that show as I'm eating, and like the emotions they're describing, I'm like, I get
Yup,
it.
yup.
They're like, I feel safe when I eat, and I'm like, yes.
I remember watching one where a guy had a bucket that he put money in and he let it out the window and the delivery guys took the money and put the food in. And I was like, I absolutely have thought about like a system like that where it's like, I don't even have to go down the steps anymore. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Having a little like dumb waiter and just,
It's genius.
When-
yeah, no, I'm about that.
I was
Who wrote
pretty
what is this?
huh?
Who wrote that?
Jackie when you weren't here.
Oh, okay.
I was not, I mean, like not pretty fat, but I was fatter at one point in my life. And like one of like it was
You were not ever a fat person though.
but it was like I was probably like 250. And I was sitting outside in a beach chair in sweatpants in the summer.
Oh no.
And I had no shirt on, and it was like it was gross. Like, it was
yeah.
and then my best friend just goes, "Hey man,
Come on.
when you want me to say it's enough, let me know."
Wow.
That'll do it.
And,
That'll do it.
And I like from then I was like, all right, I gotta get it together. This is crazy.
What did you
why
do?
were you? I'm picturing like it's like in the Santa Claus when Scott Calvin is walking around just like all fat and in sweatpants. That's you at the
It
beach.
was I had my sweatpants rolled up though, so I was wearing sweatpants.
Why you
I
went to
don't-
the beach, but you were like probably didn't know you were going.
No,
or
we were
something?
just in our backyard. It was in Newport. Like it was in like
got it.
it was a summer.
I thought
like
you
in a
were
beach
literally
town.
at the sand.
No.
like,
We was in our
sweatpants.
backyard, but it was like I don't know. Maybe I felt comfortable in sweatpants.
Well,
Yeah.
he just loses the weight then. When he can just be like, all right, I'm eating nothing but like grilled chicken and I'm jumping rope.
Who
That's
does
it.
the stuff here where you eat weird food? You do the food stuff?
I do some of
he's
it.
like the
It's-
king participant. It's not his show,
Are they
but
doing
it's
it
basically
today?
his show. Do you want to do something?
I want to eat something
That-
funky.
I don't
If
know
they're around.
because every week it's not always something gross.
Oh.
But this week I don't know what it is.
If they're here, I would love to try some food.
Last week we played What's in the Box, and like you stick your hand like blindly in a box, and it was me in the box.
Oh,
and
that's
And I was
fun.
biting people, and it was awesome.
Oh,
It was the most fun I've
You
had.
had,
They-
you had so much fun. You were like beaming. You were
Dude,
so
they
happy.
kept the. I was in there. I was in the box for like 2 hours. It was first of all, it was crazy hot, and everyone they kept apologizing, and being like, "I'm so sorry. Like we'll do as fast as we can." I was like, "Dude, I'm having the time of my life right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm sucking random fingers. I don't give a shit
That
about
rocks.
this." Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
I just texted him now. I don't know if he's in the office or not, but let's see if he can whip something up. Usually he has something on deck, like in his little house of horrors.
Also, if your chiropractor's here in the office today, I'm doing a Barstool day. Whatever Barstool has to offer, I'm doing it.
What do you like? Your neck getting cracked or what? Like all of it?
Yeah, I like all of it. I like my back. I'm a big back cracker.
Yeah.
I like to crack my own back, but I
crack my
can't.
neck a
I
lot.
can't really do my neck. Like I don't.
Right. I'm gonna have one here.
Ooh,
That's a
yeah, I
deep
can't do that. If it just naturally goes when I do this, that's cool. But
when I get up in the morning, I actually had during quarantine when everybody was just posting every single thing they did on the internet. I had like a run of a couple weeks where every morning I woke up and I filmed my neck cracks because I wake up and I've just been like still.
Yeah.
And it's just like.
Wait, I want to do my back. I'm gonna do an ASMR. I hope it's a good one. We'll see. Okay.
You want me to hold the mic?
Yeah.
We do it lower back or middle back or what?
Like middle back.
Oh!
Yeah,
Pounds goes thumbs up.
Oh, baby!
Those are some good cracks.
Talk dirty to me.
I love
I
a
can't
good
do the
back
twist crack anymore. I kind of do the like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus
that's
Christ, you guys are
innovative.
all freaks.
Yeah.
I can't do any of that.
I pity you, man, because it feels great.
Oh, I'd like to be able to do it. I'm scared I'm gonna break my own back.
Don't be a
my
pussy.
gosh, you're-
It's like
when I do
in
my
the
neck,
office when Pam
sometimes-
doesn't want to come out of the elevator and she's like, nope, don't want to jump out, scared I'll get cut in half.
Yeah.
That's how I am with my
When
back.
I crack my neck, I get a little like it goes down my arm, and I'm like, oh, I'm paralyzed for like a split second, and then it's gone. But the back, don't be a pussy. Come on.
I'm going to a musical tonight.
What do you?
What
say?
I'm gonna
musical?
go see Into the Woods.
Very
Has anyone
famous,
seen
right?
it?
I haven't seen
Anyone?
that one.
No,
No,
that's like mega famous, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Into
I did
the
this.
Woods?
I did
Yeah,
this
I'm
thing
pretty
called
sure it's-
Broadway Roulette. It's like this website, and they kind of just choose one for you. You pay like $50 or $60,
Oh, that's fun.
and then you cancel out like 5 shows you definitely don't want to see,
And the rest they.
and then you just get randomly
That is a
surprised.
good
Oh,
idea.
I'm
That's
going to
like,
see-
Because I was like,
Netflix randomizer,
every
but
time
for
I've been
Broadway.
here, I've been like, this is too overwhelming to
Wait, where do you
figure
live,
out
LA?
how to get. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like so I don't know how to get Broadway tickets.
Mhm.
It seems like such a big process
Well,
and
especially
ordeal.
if it's like a hot show, it's like. I
Yeah,
can't
so
even-
I'm like, I'll do this because they have like some hot shows on there.
I think Into the Woods is a big one. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know that
I
one.
think it's-
I think it's
I'm
decently
quite a
big.
Broadway guy. Again, you're playing into my hand.
If it wasn't for the
I'm going to see-
standing boyfriend, I would say you guys are hitting it off.
I'm going to see Music Man next week, which I'm jacked
What's that
about.
one about?
That's Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
That
Oh,
is-
that's
is he
awesome.
still is
Yeah,
he
he's still
performing?
doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
That is-
That's
I'm-
yeah, I was
that's
looking
dope.
up the cast for Into the Woods, and there's like
I'm gonna look up Into the Woods right now. I don't know if I know that.
You
one.
you saw Hamilton?
I saw Hamilton.
With
I saw
the-
Hamilton after
You saw the like the
because
real
I
crew,
don't like
or
no because I don't like
You
what's
don't
his
like
name.
Lin-Manuel.
we don't
It-
support Lin-Manuel.
He irks
He
me.
gives off corny ass vibes.
Yeah, it's ever since his character in House. If you ever seen the show House, MD,
I used to love that show.
he is when House goes.
as opposed to the other half. MD.
Well, that's the actual name of the show is
Yeah,
House
I
MD.
know,
I
I know.
give them their credit. But he like later in one of the later seasons, House goes to like a mental hospital or a rehab, whatever it is, and Lin-Manuel's his roommate, and he's just like a rapping annoying guy.
Oh,
And like I just
God.
Lin
still see
is-
him as that because that's kind of what he still is.
I
he
can't.
has like kind of creepy substitute teacher vibes.
Yeah.
He wants to be like
I mean,
young kids so
he's
bad.
so fucking successful that it's like whatever, man. Obviously, keep doing you.
Yeah,
But he's very, he insists upon himself.
He does
He's
insist.
Very.
that's a
Yeah,
great way to
he's
say it.
very-
He very much insists.
He's very. I'm Lin Manuel.
Yeah.
It's like.
And also the thing that annoys me the most about Hamilton is that the dude who ended up being the second Hamilton
Mhm.
co-wrote the whole show.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
the jam
wow.
And
album?
just got fucking
That sucks.
no credit for it
Wow.
at
I
all.
hope
It's
he
like
got a lot of
it's like
fucking money
congrats to
from it.
Lin-Manuel, he made this amazing show. It's like no, the guy who waited 2 years to get to be Hamilton
Yeah.
also co-wrote the show.
That's bullshit. Is it like a 50-50 thing?
I don't know
Because
exactly to
that's
the
bullshit.
extent.
That guy should get a lot of.
Yeah, we're
Props
calling him
and money.
that guy for a reason.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd kill him.
Yeah.
I would for sure kill him, and like I'd have a real gun and be like, "Whoops, Alec Baldwin, you're dead." I'm now.
I thought it was a
now-
fake
I'm the
duel.
captain now. That's crazy.
Supposed to shoot in the air.
Did you liked it though, right?
I loved it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it was dope.
They're so long though.
They are long.
I looked up the runtime and it's like almost 3 hours.
yeah.
You're talking just in general shows.
Yeah, for like
Well, that's why they got that
Into the
intermission, right?
Woods. Yeah, but do they serve food?
There is food. Yeah, there's snacks.
Okay,
There are
great.
concessions.
Okay, I was getting stressed. I was like, I might
You also
have to,
get
like,
a
sneak
little,
in some treats.
Is this your first time going?
I went a while ago. I went to see Book of Mormon with this guy.
Didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't care for
Yeah, I
it. I
thought it was-
thought I would really enjoy
People
it.
thought it was the funniest play ever. It wasn't that
See,
good.
when I hear that, same thing with Hamilton. Hamilton was great, but it was also like a bunch of like upper class white people being like, it's the rap show.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's like, all right, relax.
Yeah, Mike Pence was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Right. And I think same thing when you hear people being like, this Broadway show is so funny. I'm like, well, who are you? You know?
But that
Where's
was
your
written by
humor?
Matt Stone and Trey
I
Parker.
know. That's why,
And I think
that's
Josh
why
Gad
I was
was the
surprised to
original
hear that it
star.
was like not that funny because I was like, those guys actually do seem funny to me. But other times I'm hearing, it's like funny. It can be there's different types of funny out
Hilarious
there.
Broadway show, Dear Evan Hansen.
You have an answer.
Because it's so bad.
It's very no.
Yes, dude.
I never saw it, but I
I saw it. It's
I really
terrible.
liked the music. I was getting very obsessed.
Uh-huh.
I like sad.
It
like
is, dude.
ballady.
It is the story. The story itself is not the story of a good person. Evan Hansen is not a good person.
I know, and I think that's the whole thing. He's fighting with that the whole time.
No, he's not. He is like it's like pity him. He's in a tough spot. It's like, yeah, he lied about being best friends with the guy who killed himself so he can fuck the kid's sister.
Yeah.
That's the story of Evan Hansen.
That should be on the playbill. The story of a guy
who
wants to
pretended to
fuck
be
a
friend
dead
with a
guy's
suicidal
sister,
guy
yeah.
who killed himself because he wants to pity fuck the dead guy's sister.
Whoa.
That's Evan Hansen.
You should do Broadway reviews.
Yeah.
That's a great
I kind of do. Whenever I go, I talk about
There's
them.
just not enough of them to like do them like every. But I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
Evan Hansen.
I like
Dear
Evan
Evan
Hansen.
Hansen. How about fuck Evan
Yeah.
Hansen?
I would have done the same damn thing.
As long as you had a hot brother.
Yeah, of course. I'd be like, we were best friends. Let me fuck. For your brother.
My brother would want it this way.
Yeah. He talks about it all the time before he died. It
His dying wish, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
We
yeah. It's
fuck.
in the
was
note.
in the note that I wrote. I mean, your brother wrote.
Yeah, by the way, the note Evan Hansen wrote to
Wrote the
himself.
note. Oh my god.
It's not the brother's note. It's his
This guy's a
fucking note.
sociopath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's truly sociopathic.
That's why girls are into it. We've decided. Are you into true crime and all that shit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, we're done with that. You guys are no
What?
longer. You guys are no. I'm actually okay with the true crime. I'm done with like the full blown obsession girls have with horrible like cannibals and shit. It's
Yeah.
not normal. And we just kind of like, it's not funny. Like he was so hot. He was so dangerous. He was so edgy. It's like you're glorifying one of the worst people to ever walk the
I'm
planet.
getting upset because now that the Dahmer show's out and everyone's been loving the show and now everyone's obsessed with Dahmer, I
You
thought
were an OG.
I was an OG. I thought he was hot back in the day, and now everyone's on the Jeffrey Dahmer bandwagon. But it was only a short amount of time that he was hot. Those mugshots where he's like skinny and tall looking. But
Disgusting.
my boyfriend was just telling me that people are like putting like flowers and like bras on the dad's like front lawn. But I'm like, why are women? He was gay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he
forgot
was
about
a
that. Yeah,
gay
that's right.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
wouldn't even fuck you if
Let
he
me
was alive.
touch real quick.
He's not
dude.
just playing hard to get.
He-
He's definitely not interested.
I read it. His dad is just chilling. His dad's like 96 years old.
Really?
That guy, while part of me says taxidermy in the garage with your baby boy, stuffing dead raccoons, big red flag, probably should have stopped.
Yeah.
You know, and while there was, at least according to that show, there was many stops along the way where it was like, you probably should have, you know.
Hey, at least
if you
he
see
had a
something-
hobby.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd kill for that.
Yeah.
Literally. Many red flags along the way where you should have said, you know, like if you see something, say something. That all aside, I feel very bad for that guy.
I feel incredibly
Like,
bad.
you
I
have,
actually
you have
don't.
a kid and it's like,
Oh, that's got to be
want-
crazy.
you
I
want a
want to show
fucking
about the
serial killer?
stories of the family members of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
terrible tragedies.
yeah, like the episodes that followed him, I thought were like the best part of it.
It's also it's such a casting thing.
Yeah, like,
where
I
it's
love
like
that guy.
it's the guy from Step Brothers and
Yeah.
it's the guy from
He's a great
fucking whatever else he's in. But like
Yeah.
he's the
Very
man. But I also that show made me pity Dahmer and also feel happy for myself. It's there's a lot of parts where I don't feel that way. And a lot of parts I'm like, what a piece of shit, blah blah blah. But the scene when they caught fish and he squeezes fish guts for the first time and he feels like, oh shit, I'm horny.
Yeah.
I'm like, whew, thank God I
Like, you
don't,
don't
feel that.
I know. I know.
Like it's not like he chose that. He
Yeah.
was squeezing fish guts and was like, whoa, I'm
Right.
horny.
Oh, my pee-pee's tingling.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Can you imagine that?
This is
if,
gonna be a
You're
problem.
like, shit, dude, fucking raw organs turn me on.
Yeah,
this
that sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah,
And
then
then
who do you
same thing
tell?
with your dad. Like, you know, if you're like, oh, I got the serial killer kid.
yeah.
Fuck. I can totally understand where they just look past everything because like you don't want to admit it. You know, like,
Yeah.
parents do that shit all the time with like little things, let alone like.
What would you do? What would you do if you had a kid who was like big into cosplay? Would you be stoked for them because now they have this big community, or would part of you be like, oh, I wish you were like a bully? Like I wish. You were,
I think that
have
if
both.
you asked me this question like 20 years ago, I'd get what you're saying. I think now that community is like the cool community. They took over the nerds.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you go to Comic-Con and you go to these
but they
movie
still get
premieres.
beat up.
That's true.
They still get beat up,
Still get-
but I also feel like
I
there's
want
like
my kid to throw hands a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. That kid's being lame as fuck. Hit him
Yeah.
in the face.
But if you're like a Marvel fan and a comic fan and Game of Thrones, all that shit, like you're not like that big of a nerd.
Yeah,
anymore,
that's
you know?
true. I guess
But it's we've
not-
met in the middle is what happened.
Yes,
It's
you
like
know,
it's
the
like
bullies
the
came down a
nerd
little
shit,
bit and they
like-
got a little bit tougher. And
But
it's
it was
like-
just like I was like, all right, it's not complete. Like there are human elements now to nerd stuff. Like
Also-
like when we talk about Thrones, we're talking about Marvel. Like there are human elements to these heroes.
And like
And
young
there's-
kids are super into anime now.
Well, that's where I
Yeah.
was gonna say. See, then you go a little bit further to the anime, and I still think then you're a weirdo.
I
you know?
tried to do the anime actually.
Yeah, it's
I
hard.
think it was Airbender.
Yeah,
There's one
Yeah.
on Netflix that I
Yep.
tried.
and
I
everyone
was
was
just
like,
like-
"It's the greatest thing you'll
I was
ever
like,
watch,"
this
and I
does
was
not
like,
hit for me.
"Nah."
I can't get into it.
No.
No,
I'd like to be able to,
Do you watch
so I could
other
be cool,
cartoon
but-
stuff?
No, I'm not like super into cartoon.
I'll watch like I
things.
watch Big Mouth. I thought it was hilarious, and
Yeah, the
and I've
cartoon has
seen
to be based in reality.
with
Like
the,
like
with the
I feel like the
masturbation monster.
Airbender. yeah, of course.
No, I do get it. That actually is very like real. But I can watch those and be like, this is very funny, but I just won't like watch it every week or whatever. I don't like watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
I
no.
can watch
I
an
did, like,
episode
3
of Big
episodes
Mouth and those, and I'm like, these are actually objectively very funny and well written. But it's a cartoon. I just don't.
It's
I don't know.
once Netflix asked me like, "Are you still watching?" I was like, "Ah, you're right." No.
Yeah.
Thanks
Good
for
call,
reminding
Netflix.
me.
Good call. What's up with you? What are you doing?
I'm in town. I'm doing New York Comedy Fest November 10th at the New York Comedy Club in the East Village. So that should be fun.
We brilliantly scheduled a West Coast trip during the New York Comedy Festival.
No.
I think what happened was we kind of started doing the live podcast and doing more interviews with comics kind of like in pandemic times, like
Yeah.
a little bit before that, but then like through the pandemic, and the New York Comedy Festival sucked during the pandemic.
Mhm.
And I was kind of like, this isn't really a thing. We don't need to like worry about this. Like, let's just, if we have good dates and good venues, let's just go. And now it sounds like the comedy festival is back a little bit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I know. It seems like the lineup for it is
Big.
insane. There's
Yeah.
so many
Yeah, it
people.
is.
Everyone's going to be out
Everyone
here.
will be here. Because like
But then that's
last
it.
year it was like we got like a couple interviews and I was like, this is not that great.
But that's kind of nice because I feel like there's going to be so many people here doing shows. Like, not that it would be hard for you guys to compete, but even for, I'm like, there's just so, why would anyone come to my show?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
but,
so many shows.
But also this show is like, let's have the comics on our show.
That's nice.
and
Yeah.
so we are not going to be here during that.
Yeah.
And that's so proper and so fitting for our show.
Yeah.
It's staggering.
But then you'll get the great people who didn't want to come.
Yeah,
Who
in
think that they're
Phoenix.
better than.
Yeah, all the Phoenix comedians.
Hey, there's some
So-
good Phoenix comics.
Are there?
If you need Rex, yeah,
Yeah?
I got
please.
funny friends out there
who are not in the New York Comedy
who
Festival.
are not in the New York Comedy Festival.
Please let me know. We'll
Yeah.
be in Denver, Phoenix, and LA that week.
Well, anyone who's here who hasn't made the fucked up choice of going to Phoenix during New York Comedy Fest, please come to my show.
What are the dates?
November 10th, 8 p.m., New York Comedy Club
yeah.
in the East Village.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. I just found out that I don't get paid at all if it's not sold out. So I'm really hoping
All?
people come. Yeah.
All right. Everybody has, even if you can't come that night, just throw her
Buy
a
a
few
ticket.
bones. That's
Right.
fucking
Buy a
bullshit.
ticket. Yeah.
We kind of found that out. We had like a percentage thing. You know, you get
Yeah, yeah,
80% if you sell this much,
Yeah.
70%. And we were like 5 tickets away from getting the full percentage, or like 80% instead of 70%.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. So we were like at 250 out of 260 or something like that, whatever the number was. And I was like, all right, we're good. Like we basically sold out. Like I'm not gonna like keep hammering this the day of.
Yeah.
And then it was like thousands of dollars of difference because we didn't get that
Yeah.
extra 10%. And I was like, if I had known, I would have just bought 5 tickets myself and made the fucking extra money.
Yes.
Bullshit, man.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea.
Right? If you
I'm
get
gonna
down
tell
to
my
like,
mom and my sisters if it gets close to the day, I'm like,
Yeah.
just buy the tickets.
like,
I'll pay
that'll
you
be my
back.
Christmas present or something.
Yeah.
Everybody buy 10 tickets
Yeah.
and I'll give you the money back when I make, an extra $5 grand
Yeah.
or whatever.
But it'll be fun. I think I told Lil Sass that he could hop on
Oh,
and
yeah?
do a set. So
Oh, hell
trying to
yeah.
get that Barstool push.
Yeah.
Let's go. If you're a Sass fan.
Yeah.
When did you link up with Sass? Have you known him for a little? I mean, I guess
I
he's-
met him at I think I met him at Moon Tower Comedy Festival in Austin. Or maybe we had met here when I was at the stand. We had met like in passing, but then at Moon Tower we got to like really hang out and I love him. He's so fun.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
What else you got going besides the show? Are you doing any like
Doing absolutely nothing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing my show. I might hop on other
I heard
people's
you
shows.
said that you were finished with your podcast because it was too tiring.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
over
that.
it.
I fucking love it.
I'm over it. So many
it's
people.
so goddamn tiring.
I noticed I was like doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I was doing it either to like just keep making money, which isn't the wrong reason, but it's
So
not
that's
like,
the only reason we do this show.
Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't even at a certain point. I wasn't making. I was putting in more money than I was making, and I was like, I shouldn't be dipping into savings to keep this going,
Yeah.
and to just like say that I have a podcast. But I'm gonna be coming out with something a little bit different.
What's that?
It's a surprise.
Not ready to disclose.
Yeah.
Like a audio video product.
It'll be
but
a
it's little
video.
different?
Yeah, it'll be a video situation, but it won't be like the classic format of podcasting.
Cool.
But I think
I
it'll be
think that's a
fun.
smart move. I think
I just need
people
to
ask
change.
me what should I do to start a podcast, and I'm like, step 1, don't start a podcast.
Yeah.
Like unless you are really already famous or like supremely talented, it's too crowded of a space. Like
Yeah.
start with videos, start with social media, short form video, whatever. Because doing a podcast now, it's like people. I already have like my, like 5 podcasts that I like because there's only so many hours you can listen,
Or if there's something that you like are so passionate about that
Or like,
you
very
could talk
niche,
about
right,
every single week and you
Right.
wouldn't get sick of it. That was the thing. I'm like, oh, I'm doing this thing for an hour, just no format, no structure. This is my energy at all times. So if I'm not like super interested in something I'm talking about, like it's just the passion is not there for me.
I can see that.
Yeah, so I'm
That would
like,
be
I
tough.
need something short, sweet, exciting, fun.
What is exciting for Allie Mack?
I like
What
talking to
do you-
people. I like talking to people who are
like,
interested.
Say you win the like Powerball, 1.2 billion. How
Okay.
would you react? I feel like you'd be like, I won the bill. I won it.
I
won
would
it,
be. I'd be stoked, but I would make the mistake of telling too many people.
Yeah.
It would be kind of like
Tell
your
nobody.
Halloween party. Like I would just tell too many people, and then I'd realize it was maybe a mistake.
Yeah. Never mind, guys. I was joking.
Yeah.
I would tell nobody about that shit, man.
Oh, I would tell everyone, and everyone would be like, "Can I have like $1 million?" I'd be like, "Absolutely."
Yeah,
And then by the
you
end
would
of the
be one of those
day,
guys, like
I
toothless
would
and
be
homeless.
broke. I'd have 2 jet skis sitting on my front lawn, and that would be all I have to show for winning $1 billion.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely get a boat. I would definitely get a boat.
Boats and horses, all the big money dumps.
Yeah.
Buy a jet. Yeah. You've done a couple of appearances on Rogan, right?
2, yeah.
So yeah, was that was that like career changing for you at that point? Or
Yeah,
was it-
definitely.
I wasn't sure if it still is like the.
Yeah,
the
no,
effect
it
that you
definitely
got.
is because he has. I mean, so many people listen to that podcast, and so and anytime like Rogan co-signs something, like
Huge,
people
yeah.
really trust him and like
yeah.
listen to him, and
It's
so,
weird because he does a lot of interviews with comedians and entertainers and stuff, but I think you either A can tell that he's pretty still genuine in his cosigns,
Mhm.
or it's like you can tell which cosigns are kind of real ones and
Yeah.
which ones are like you're doing this and that's cool. Like,
yeah,
but,
definitely.
like I actually like this.
Yeah, I remember like the first time I did the podcast, I was freaking out because it's such a big deal. Like
Mhm.
you know that so many people are gonna listen, so you're just like, I hope I don't say something super like fucking.
And you have
stupid.
like 3.5
3
hours to like.
so
you know,
inevitably
fuck up.
you will say something
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
But my sister's baby shower was the day that it was being released.
Oh shit.
And I was like, I can't be on my phone the whole time or it was like her wedding shower or something.
I'd be like, listen, bitch.
Yeah.
So I put my phone in the other room during the shower, and then when I checked it, it was insane.
Gotta be
It was insane.
wildly overwhelmed.
Yeah. And it was so nice because then when I got to do shows on the road, like so many people would come and be like, I heard you on Rogan's podcast.
Dope.
Like it was so cool to see you in person.
That's great, man.
So it's really helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does make a difference because like without that, I'm sure like it would take so much longer for people to find me. And
It's just hitting like the turbo button.
Yeah,
like,
a little bit.
Accelerates the whole thing.
yeah.
All right, cool. Well, everybody get tickets November 10th.
Yes.
Your comedy club.
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be fun.
You want to go do Answer the Internet? It's a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Go next
Yeah.
time.
Subscribe to the podcast, you bozos. Stop watching for free. Actually, it's always for free, but just click subscribe so you help us out. Do it now. Thank you.